Huh. Happy weekend, everybody. When it's a weekend or a bank holiday, there's always a rail destruction. Trains are not going where you're supposed to. Trains ain't running. Trains are broken. Trains are suspended due to engineering works. Whatever the national rail service across the United Kingdom, I'm about to tell you how should you commute and how should you plan for your journeys on weekends and bank holidays and when it's emergency rail replacement. So, my name is Andre. I'm about to tell you absolutely everything.
Platform 17 for the 1832 South Central service to Brighton, fast to East Croydon, then Red Hill, Gatwick Airport, Three Bridges, Aldcombe, Haywards Heath, Wivelsfield, Burgess Hill, Essex, Preston Park and Brighton. Customers for London Road, Bullscombe, Falmer and...
So, hello guys, welcome back to London Decker Travel with Andre. I've been a bus driver now for almost 3 years, and now I'm starting to really see the great side of being a bus driver. That's me doing the rail replacement, me doing night jobs, and me just doing errands here and there. Alright? So when you're a bus driver full time, you do have opportunities to do other work. You don't always have to do the service work. So here I am down in Croydon, down at Croydon Town Centre, and just not too far from Croydon Library. I've been doing a rail replacement service from all station stops from New Cross Gate to West Croydon to New Cross Gate. Now that line, or the branch of the line, operates with the Southern Railway as well as the London Overground services. So obviously passengers would want to take the rail replacement service and jump on and use the service. So if you are a passenger and you're a Londoner, or you're new to London and you come over to London and you're coming on a weekend and it's a bank holiday, and you'll be like, Andre, what do I do? How do we plan our journey? It's not that pretty hard actually. It's pretty much straightforward. And all you got to do, pretty much, ladies and gents, is just try and plan your journey. Plan your journey as soon as you can the day before, or within a weekend at advance actually. Then you know what you're doing for the whole day. How long you'll be spent on the bus, how long you'll be spent on the train, how long you'll be spent on a coach, and this and that. That is why you should always plan your journey before you leave home or before you venture out on your journey on any activity. It's very important. It says it all there. Plan your journey. Excuse me, we're eating an apple. My lunch break sort of thing. So this is my bus for the day, right? Rail replacement. Okay. Now with rail replacement, you will do a service. I pick you guys up from station stops, and you will board the bus from the front or the rear doors, and you will sit down, take your seat, and wait until you arrive at your correct stop. Now, ladies and gentlemen, how rail replacement works here in the UK, that's whether in London or outside London, outskirts of northern part of England and the south part of England, yeah, no matter what, rail replacement is rail, okay? I'm getting a lot of passengers board the bus, and they will start pressing bells. Obviously I turn off the bus actually, so the bell isn't going to work. So I turn off the, so basically what I say to passengers is this: rail replacement bus service is only for station stops only. Now, you might say to Andre, me as a bus driver, coming to the cab, hello driver, are you going to Downsview Road? Are you going to Littlehampton Village? Yeah, those may not be station names. Now, if the driver says no, the driver says no, okay? The driver only stops at a stop that's nowhere near a station if it's been given an authorization by the train company and by the rail authority and to the bus company, because we've got to run a contract. Okay, we can't keep stopping at places where it's not safe for us to do so. So it might sound really daft and really silly, but quite frankly it's not. It's quite straightforward. So all you got to do is make sure, knowing what you're doing, plan your journey, and knowing how long it's going to take. Now, a lot of people think that rail replacement is quick, right? We all got places A to B and C and D and E and F to go to. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I can assure you, traffic is up on the rise. More and more people are starting to use their vehicles, start to take taxis, start to take their cars, take their scooters, whatever, how to commute to places. Now, weekend tends to get very sticky and busy, especially on this hot day. I got to think about me trying to get to places on time, get there on time. Obviously, I was late. It happens, but again, it's all about safety. Safety comes first. Now, obviously, with rail replacement, I get this all the time. Okay, rail replacement is not free. Okay, I want to literally just cover that. Rail replacement is not a free bus. Can I just literally remind that to anybody, please? Is not a free bus. I don't know where people get their idea. Oh, look, it's rail replacement. Oh, let's jump on it to the next station stop. Okay, well, it's all fair enough. Yes, the bus driver checked the tickets. So, but like as I say, it's only for those who's paid their fare to use the Southern Railway, maybe perhaps whether it's Thameslink, South Western, London Overground, South Eastern, or maybe it might be the London Tramlink, London Underground, whatever, what we are rail replacing for, right? Like as I say, please always have your tickets with you. I don't know, I haven't seen a ticket revenue on my bus before on a rail replacement. I don't know what they might do in the near future. You don't know, there might be Southern's officials checking on people's tickets. All right, all we do, we want to make sure that we give you, what's the word? We want to make sure that we provide a great service. So that's what I've been doing all day this morning, and starting from up to now in the afternoon. Now, obviously, I want to remind passengers, to you guys as my viewers as well, please share this video out to everybody, that when you do take the rail replacement, okay, ladies and gents, it's very vital that you plan your journey. Now, I might have said this about 10 times already in this video. All right, when I mean plan, how do you plan your journey? Straight away, you've got the National Rail website, you've got the Southern website, you've got the South Western website, South Eastern, Thameslink website, and you've got the Transport for London website. So there's really no excuses all in that all together, pretty much so. So like I say, that's what you got to do. I mean, literally. But yeah, rail replacement for me as a driver. Let's speak about myself. Okay, let's speak about myself. Okay, rail replacement. What do I think about the route? What do I think about doing the service? Rail replacement is great. I love it. It's much more better doing rail than service work. Rail, you're always doing something different. Okay, rail is not always consistent because obviously it's only a part-time job. So I don't mind doing it, and then somebody else can do my service work. But a lot of bus drivers here in London don't like doing this kind of work because they might just get lost. Like earlier on today, not all the time I have this bus. This bus is a WHV Volvo hybrid right bus, okay? And it's a double-decker. Not every time I get this bus. If I get the other bus, everybody knows that Go Ahead's got commercial buses. And those commercial buses don't have radios in. I'm very fortunate and very lucky to have a radio in my bus today. And I can hear all the messages and all the radio calls from NNCC, which is Network Management Control Centre, shortened for, abbreviated for Centacom. They will broadcast any diversion, any road closures, things like that. But I got myself in a sticky position early this morning. There was a road closure, and I was unaware about it. But I called the Southern manager, and I said my name is Andre. I was unaware that Honour Park station is now closed. What do I do? And he was like, and, you know, turned out to be okay. So I managed to turn around, and one passenger, I don't know if this passenger might watch my videos, I don't know, but that honourable passenger, I said, look, guys, I need one responsible person to help me out here. If you can help me reverse and watch my back whilst I'm reversing, please, that'd be great. And that was great. And I really are thankful to these people. Without their help, I can't do my job. Okay. Sometimes you guys are really helpful. You might, whether the driver might get lost, the driver might take the wrong turning, things like that. And you know, it's just great. It really is great. But yeah. Other than that, if you're unsure at any point of your journey, and you're unsure that where you are going, you need an update, whether a travel update, whether traffic's a bit long or whatever, always speak to the driver, okay? But when you come to speak to the driver, ladies and gents, okay, passengers must not stand beyond this point. Please do not speak obscure the driver's vision while the bus is moving. Okay, do not speak to the driver while the bus is moving. So if I'm at 20 miles an hour, okay, there is a tray, just a coin tray. We used to use these back then, early in 2000. But yeah, we no longer use these. But people place their hand here, hold it on. Now, as I say, that is not a strong place to hold your hand on, okay? You've got to hold on to the pole and stand back. Stand back. Once the bus comes to a stop and halt, handbrake is on, you probably hear it, as everyone should hear it actually. Then you can leap forward and speak through the bus holes. Hello driver, are you going to West Croydon? And the driver should say yes or no, how long it's going to take. You might ask, and the driver may say, very unsure, but it might give you a specific and approximate time. It cannot give you a definite answer by road. And it's very, very rude when passengers say, oh, you're taking too long, or not being very understanding. So, yeah, so that's quite difficult. I've got something on my nose. I've got a dry nose. This is what happens when you get hot weather. It's 34 Celsius degrees today, actually. And also, there's going to be a lot of rail replacement going forth in the summer holidays, ladies and gents. So if you are traveling in the summer, ladies and gentlemen, if you're traveling in the summer, please, please, please carry some bottle of water, because the bus is really, really hot. It is so hot. Even though I've actually opened the windows before I left the garage, I've even opened these out for you guys. So, but even though that's made a little bit of a help, but it hasn't helped significantly. Whether this is still in place, if you still want to wear your face mask, please continue to do so. Obviously, please keep your distance away from other passengers as well, and respect for their social distancing. That's obviously that was inputted in the restriction of the lockdown. But obviously, I still want to implement that on my bus and to try and encourage people to move down. I found that the buses itself, once I'm a bus driver as well, I might include this in my other vlogs as well. There will be more seats available on the upper deck if it's an upper decker bus. Majority of rail replacement services do have a double decker bus. Okay, very small contracts are single deckers. It depends where they are going. It depends on how much demand of passengers needed for that particular trip. So majority of rail replacement bus services are double decker bus. But yeah, like I say, friendly recap as well, ladies and gents. If you are taking a rail replacement bus service, you see a bus coming up at a bus stop that indicates left into a bus stop, please obviously make sure you are boarding the correct bus. I found out that passengers are not boarding the bus where they're not supposed to. For example, a passenger might come and ask me, oh, can I go to Bromley North? I don't even touch Bromley North. Yeah, I asked every single passenger. And there's about, I think I chucked off about 30 passengers, stopped them by the front door today. And I said to them, where are you going? No, that's not where I'm going. Off. Yeah? Off. Because what I don't want them doing is to start pressing the bell halfway off the journey when I'm in the middle of trying to get to the next train station, and then you guys are actually delaying the other passengers already seated, already paid their fare, and you guys are coming on and this causing a delay to the service, which shouldn't be. So like as I say, it's the same way how you would board a train. Okay, you will look at the notification boards, you check the board and you read the blind. You're unsure? Ask the driver. The driver will give you the information. He or she will give you the correct information. Okay. What else? Obviously, when you are boarding onto the bus, you can use both doors, but obviously be mindful of your whereabouts. but most bus drivers will use the front doors. I didn't mind. I allowed people to board from the back. Obviously, we're still coming out of lockdown, so obviously I've got to use that incentive. What else? Please feel free to use the seats that are available on the upper deck as well. And I think that's about it, really. Just make sure you are seated at all times. Rail replacement bus services does become quite like wee. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Yeah, does become a bit thingy-minny. Does brake, does swerve quite a bit, but we try to be very, very careful and try to get to your stops as safely and as quickly as professionally as possible. But yeah, other than that, ladies and gents, I wish you all to have a pleasant journey if you're watching this vlog today and you are going out and about. And just remember, be nice, be kind, carry a bottle of water, keep on smiling, and you will get to your destination very soon. My name is Andre, your South London bus driver. I'll see you guys next time here at London Decker Travel with Andre. Bye bye, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment and share with all your friends and family on this YouTube and Facebook channel. Bye bye.